Hello, everyone. We are back in Anim Card Clash, and we're going to be getting into the team building. So we're going to show you how I have my team setups and what I use in the different battles. So yeah, we're going to get into that today. So first up, I'm going to open my deck here. So this right here, this team right here is just my to show my strongest, because I have it like that. So it shows my power over here. So it's almost 6 million. And the reason I have that showing there is because I am like really laggy. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on a second. Let me just turn this down. I don't know why I'm so laggy in this server. Anyway, so I could just teleport to it. So let me just do that. Alright, so this right here is the guild, and the reason I have the power showing is because it'll show the leaderboard over here. And it showed my power right here. So I only have 4 members right now. If you want to join, I did kick some people because I want people that actually do missions instead of people that just do nothing all the time. And so that's why they were all kicked. So if you do want to join, you can join right here. Anyways, let me get into over here. So this right here is the trait mine, and this is actually why I have my power showing. So I might need to hold up. I'm gonna go in a private server because this is way too laggy. All right, we are in a private server, so hopefully it'll be a lot better now. So, anyways, back to this trait mine. So, if I go over here, you'll see that guild power 15 million, and the reason it shows your power here is because you could actually get crystals every 2 hours or however long, depending on your upgrades. So this right here shows tier 1 crystal at 0 power, tier 2 crystal at 1 power or 1 million power, and 5 million, 10 million, 25 million, 60 million, 100 million. So then over here you have so I'm at 10 million, and if you go over here, that is tier 4. So tier 4 is 2 hours. Level 10, 1 hour. So I'm not level 10 yet. I am level 7, I think. So once I get to here, it'll be a lot faster. Um, but right now we are just at tier 4 and at that right there. So it's taking 2 hours and 20 minutes. And that's how long it takes for me to get crystals. And I'm getting 4 crystals a second, if you see right here, per cycle. Or not every second, but like every um 2 hours and 20 minutes. And we're actually gonna get one in 31 minutes here. And that's why I have my power showing over here, because it helps out with that. And now we're actually going to get into the team stuff. So there's I don't know why I was actually leaving, because there is the guild stuff, so I might as well do that first. So there's the guild setup stuff. So let me get over to that guild missions right here. So this is my team for the guild missions. Um, this is my team setup here. So this one right here is the support I use, and some of them do damage to off field cards. So that's why I have this right here on him, because it'll help him take less damage. And then we have this card right here, and this one helps with a lot of stuff, as you see. And one of the things it does is when um these other ones are um like dead, this one will actually be pretty good because of its damage and HP. And so it helps with a lot of things, and that's why I have this one on. And then this one, it does damage to more than just one enemy, with its attack, and it helps a lot. And then this one right here, it is pretty good because it actually takes it absorbs 50% after killing a enemy. It'll absorb some of its stats. And so that's why this one is really good. Um, and I have the other ones here, but I don't actually have good. Let me show you. I don't have good deals on them. So the best ones that I have are like the Overlord. I have a few that have one above all. That's a really good one to have, but it is very expensive. That's why you need a bunch of these. You need 10,000, or you could get lucky and actually get one. But the chances of that are pretty low. So, but I actually got pretty lucky, and I got one, two, let's see, three, and four, five, and six. So I have six of these that actually have this. And one of them I did actually get by doing the 10,000 deal. But the rest of them I actually got lucky and got it in like under 5,000, I think. Some of them took like 6,000, but most of them actually were under 5,000. And these are all my cards here. Oh, I actually have another one right there. Anyway, so this one is actually from the it was the boss that was over here, but it's not here anymore, so you can't get it anymore. But I was able to actually get that, and it is actually pretty good because it revives after dying. It'll change into a different state. Upon first death, revive at 120% HP and transform. While transform, every 2 turns, deal 130% damage and heal for 35% of the damage dealt. So yeah, this is a very good card, and it also does piercing blows, meaning that um cards that are in the first here, um, they're not the only ones that get hit. The cars off field also get hit. So that's what that means. Now that's my guild missions team set up right here. And now we're gonna go on to the ranked. So there's ranked any mode. This is what I have on my ranked any mode. Um, I could change this, but this is just what I have right now. Um, so that's for the battle, and then we have the defense. So this is the defense. So the battle meaning like it's ones that you choose to battle. Like if I go in here, I like click deploy or whatever, and then I battle them, but it's all off right now, so I can't actually show you. But yeah, so that's my battle setup. So basically, the ones that you want to battle, this is like where the battle is right here. So you click on what you want to battle or who you want to battle. And then the defense is ones that battle you and click on you. So this is what I have for um mine. So this is the support right here. And this is the cards here. So as you can see, I'll just go through every one of these so you can read it out to yourself. Because I don't want to go through and read all of these and tell you what they all do. Um, and you may not have these cards, but you can still do your own thing if you don't have these cards. Um, like there are still other cars that are good just for the ranked and ranked scale and all that stuff. So there is cars that are actually better than what I am using. But this is just what I have on. Anyway, so now we're gonna go on to the underworld invasion. So there's actually this rage over here, and the underworld invasion isn't that, but before we get into that, I want to actually show you the raid stuff. So um over here you have all of these, and I can't actually beat I can like beat most of these, but I can't beat them on the difficulties. But what I use is um okay, those are just for guild wars and guild hunt, which I'm actually not doing, but that's just what I have set up on those. I actually forgot about that, so um anyway, so I have these teams here. So this is for raid. Not Raid Shadow Legends. um, anyways, so this is my raid team, and this is what I would use for these and other things. So like this is my team I mainly use for um doing the where the heck am I? How did I end up here? I don't even know. Anyway, so this is for the raid here, but also it is for the story because it's actually a good story team, and I have almost completed the story. Um, now I did a lot of it with this team here, but I also used some other teams. So like this one right here, it's my fine team. Like it's okay. But it's not the best. That's why I called it fine. And then we have the okay team. And this one is a little better than the other one because it has him on it, and this one also does piercing blows, while this one also does piercing blows. So that's why it is actually a pretty okay team. Um uh, okay team setup. And then we have the good, and this one it's good because it has piercing and then another piercing, and then we have her. So that's why this one is good because it's better than okay because these are all pretty good cards to use. And the only problem is I only have the skull on this one, and I only have the skull on her. So once I actually get those, then I'll definitely be doing a lot more damage. But that's just what I have right now. So this one here, it only has two that are have the skull, while the other one has three that have the skull. Um, so this symbol is the best, but the skull isn't as good. It's still good, but not as good. And this one here, the symbol here is under the skull, and so this is still a good card though. This card right here, and this one, and that one I haven't done anything with, but these cards are ones that I recently got, and they're actually pretty good. I don't have anything on this one, but this one would actually be pretty good. I may even end up putting it here or something because it is a pretty good one. Anyway, so yeah, back to the raid stuff. So I use this for almost everything actually. Um, but when I end up running into things that I can't beat, but I've pretty much beat all of these things. And I've almost done all of these actually. Um, and I've gotten pretty far on all of this stuff. And I'm actually doing this one right now. And this is where you could upgrade stuff here for these battles. So I'm actually gonna do that real quick. Anyway, so this one here, I'm pretty sure I'm using this team, but I'm not actually sure exactly. I can look in the history. Oh wait, no. I can't look in the history because it only shows ones that I've died to, and actually you can see how far I've actually made it. So 143 um levels is how far I've gotten to. But sometimes it ends up going to like 160, like that one right there. That was 1 hour ago, and well, 2 hours ago. Um, so yeah, it's kind of random though, because sometimes I've lost um more than that, but then again, the more I upgrade here on this stuff, the more it actually helps me out here. And the reason I'm doing this is because every time I do 500 floors or 3,000, 4,000, whatever, I get these things right here. And I want more of those because they will give me enough to do more rolls. And right now I don't have that many because I already spent a lot. Anyway, so we're gonna get on to the new stuff now. The stuff over here. Since I got into all of the other things, we're now going on to the contract teams and the teams to use for over here. So, the global boss. I'm actually fighting it right now, so you can see. So I have this card here. Um, and this card is pretty good to use. And that is one that is called New Boss right here. So this is the team that I am using to do. I just did 7,000 or 7 million damage there, as you've seen. So this is what I'm using here. And you could read this card out to see what it does, but it's a pretty good card. Sadly, I don't have the better symbol on it, but it's still pretty good. And then we have this one, and then this one, and then um, this is what I have on most of my teams because I'll actually read this one to you. While alive and in the last position of the party, this card has a 35% chance each turn to cancel the damage on ally takes and heals 20% of their max HP up to 6 times. On entry, nuke the opponent party for 80% of the damage that this card has healed throughout the fight. So that's a pretty good one. And there is other ones that I could use for support. If you want a full team of support cards, um, So if you want one damage dealer and full support cards, what you want to do is actually not put that one on. First you want to put your damage dealer. So like say this would be my damage dealer, and then we would put on. Let me just find him here. I got so many cards. I forgot his name, so I'm trying to look through here to find him. Oh, right here, I think. So this right here, he does a lot of like on battle start, create a shield equal to 60% base HP of this card for your party. While the shield is active, allies with Sin in their name take 30% reduced damage. While alive, regenerate the shield by 20% of damage taken. On enemy entry, either deal 70% damage and 40% to the next 3 living enemies, reducing their damage by 20% for 2 turns, deal 75% damage, and increasing the shield by 10% of damage deal, and applying purify or the purify for 1 turn. So this card will help you out, and it is, I'm pretty sure, good for anything, but there's certain stuff that you need to have actually um like the sin stuff. You have to have cards with sin in it um for the other stuff that it does. But for some of it, it does actually help you out. So that is a good support card. But another good support card would be the Hellier right here, because he actually does a lot. He basically takes he absorbs some of the damage that he does, because he actually, it helps after your main card attacks, he also attacks. And he also does other things like absorbing some of the damage that he does and adds it to his stats. So he's also a good support card to use. And another one is so there's there's a Whis. What is that? The Whis? I don't know, but there's also this one right here. So this one, it it's may seem like not a very good card, but is actually a pretty good card, because each turn before an ally or this card attacks, choose one of the following moves to apply on the active card. Heal the active card for 15% of their max health, deals 15% of the enemy's damage to themselves, and stun the enemy for 1 turn. The enemy's next attack will be counter-attacked for 20% of the intended damage. So it chooses from one of those three to do on the enemies. And it does also do a heal. So this one, it's also infinite. So like it's not like this one right here, whereas you could only do it, there's only 6 uses. This one is actually infinite, and you can keep using it, so it's not up to 6 like that is. But the only problem is this one has a 15% chance or 20% chance of doing these. So it's still a good one to use. And then this one, you'll have for sure on most of your teams, you want to have that one um as your like the last card because it's only good for being in the last position, basically. So that's what that one is used for. So there is other ones, but the other ones aren't exactly as good as it. Now there is also this card right here. So I didn't realize that I actually had this in secret, but apparently I do. And this one is actually pretty good because all of the damage that it takes, your next card will get all of that stored damage that was taken on this card. So that's a very good one to use. Um so I could also put that one on it as like a type of support thing. Um and the other ones that I would use on like support stuff is this one right here because after it dies, your party will get a percentage of this card's stats. So that's also a good one to have on your team. Um, there is other like support cards you can use, but that's just like the ones that I really use on my teams. And I showed you over here, so there's these over here, and this is basically like the um ones that I would use my raid team in. Like this is the ones I would use this right here on, um, because this raid team here can actually beat most of those, and it'll do enough damage. Um, and so that's what I would use there is that team setup. Now I'm going to show you guys the other stuff, which will be the contract stuff. So let me open this, and you've seen it earlier, which is the contract teams. So basically, this stuff here, the contract teams, is also a gonna be over here contract. So this is for over here as well. It's for the ranked battles, which you do against other players. So that's what this is here, and this is my contract set up. Um, so we have all of these cards here, and these are only contract cards. They aren't actually your actual cards that you use in all your battles. These are only for certain battles, like the ranked deal, because it's called like contract, and that's what these cards are for, is your contract team for ranked, and if they add any other stuff. So yeah, I have these here, and I also have all of these support deals here that help with different things. um so now, I didn't actually get into something. I forgot to get into something. We already got into this, so you can see how I have my stuff set up here. So there's the defense here you could see. And then there's team two, and you can see here my defense for over here, and then the attack over here. So now, something I forgot to get into, which is chainsaw. So, this one here is actually the one that you get from doing the boss stuff, which you have to do all of them raids that I was talking about, doing, killing the bosses and defeating the stuff in there, and you get certain things, you get certain items to be able to buy all of these here, which I don't have this right here. But I do want to get that right there because it's pretty good. It's a pretty good card. But I have this right here, and this right here is actually good for other stuff. But before I show that, let me just show you all the other deals that you could collect here. So this is all the other cards that you can get. Um, and all the other support stuff you could get. There's only this one and the chainsaw one. And there isn't any more of the support stuff, but there's other cards that you can get here. And the chainsaw one is the one I want to show you because this right here, it's really only good for the chainsaw fiend, and it's on killing an enemy, destroy any buffs or summons created while the support card was active. If paired with awakened chainsaw fiend, the supported card becomes immune to stat debuffs effects, and any bleeds applied cannot be cleansed. So this one is good for your only good for your card right here, the Awakened Chainsaw Fiend. So that's it. It's really good for that, but you can actually use it on other cards, which I did using in the contract stuff. I have it over here because you can actually use it on other stuff. It just doesn't do the extra things. Um, and this other one that you get is upon entry, form a contract and sacrifice 30% current HP permanently, gain damage equal to the HP last, and gain 40% dodge chance for 2 turns for every ally with this support card. Gain 50% bonus damage. So that's also a good one, but it sacrifices some of your stuff, like your HP. Um so that's a good one there, but this one is pretty good because it helps against enemies that have good um like support or whatever. Um, anyways, yeah, so that is everything I mostly wanted to show you guys how to build your team, what to do, and if this video did help you guys out, and if you did learn something, comment down below, let me know if you did actually learn something from it. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video, so it is time for the outro. Alright, everybody, so thanks for watching this video. You made it to the end. It really does mean a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. Do make sure to check out the links down below. You find the game link in the description below, as well as my Roblox group. I make sure to pants and t-shirts, as well as my second channel. So do go check those out, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, and you get a notification when I upload a video. And really do love the support, so thanks for that. But bye, everyone. Stay awesome.